Welcome back in the art studio. As you can see, we have a new canvas. That has been a while, people. That has definitely been a while, but I feel so good being in the process of creating something new and also sharing that with you all. So, this is kind of a preview of what you can expect for the Patreon. On my Patreon channel, I will be discussing everything that it is that I'm doing right here with this new canvas and a new muse. I still have the plan to paint as many people as I possibly can that are in my dance network because I find them to be very interesting people. I want to paint them. Something just snapped in me. I was like, nah, we got to immortalize these people. They have a story, they have a background that is so interesting. I definitely want to continue with that. So, this particular person will be the first one to start in this particular year. And here I'm just layering a beautiful color that will help the skin tone of this particular person pop off this canvas. When I'm telling you it's going to be popping, listen, it's going to be poppings. All right. So here you can already see me create the first step. Right? What is it that I'm painting? What is it? Girl, tell us. What is it? Well, go to the Patreon. Right? Go to the Patreon because there I will be talking into detail. Um, there's a lot of work that goes into creating these videos, and I've decided to really introduce a lot of what I do to people that are also in the process of being their artists themselves, or you might be a supporter, or you're really interested to see what this process is. You're already invested into it. So the Patreon is the place where you can really focus and zone into what I do. I also want to share a lot of what I know and help others to get further. And I believe that Patreon is a really good space to do so. The outcome of it will also be presented on the Patreon. The Patreon is going to be the place for that. So this is just going to be a quick outlay of what you can expect of what is about to come. So I'm already prepping myself, starting with the lighter colors. I really made a conscious decision to start with the lightest parts of the reference photo that I have of my muse. And it also helps me just to work a lot quicker because I just know that for me, my Achilles heel is working with lighter colors because I tend to, you know, get it dirty a little bit and bleed into it. So I create this very thin layer, actually a very fatty layer of titanium white on the canvas, and I start my process to to paint this particular person. So if you're interested into knowing what's going to happen, and I know you're interested into knowing what's going to happen, join the Patreon. There are different tiers that you can choose from, and there are already people joining. Just to give a little bit of an anecdote of why I want to invest and divest more into Patreon, one of the reasons I already mentioned, and another reason is on TikTok I joined the Hillman University Talk trend, which I thought would be a good introduction into gathering people to the Patreon, having to see what it is to be in the footsteps, in the shoes of a contemporary artist. One of the things that I want to add to that is not only me showing you the work, but also teaching you about the work and expanding the business of MCJ Studio. It's not only selling work, but also teaching people. There are a lot of people that really want to know how to improve their work. A lot of people that just want to support, but don't know how to. There are a lot of people that want to get deeper into the materia, um, into the matter of things. And sometimes YouTube is just not the place for it to do so. So, mind you, this is a great opportunity for people to take that on. And the trend showed that because it did not only lead to a considerable growth of the TikTok platform, but it also led people to the Patreon where they want to know more. And like I already said, there are definitely ways for you just to become a member and to introduce yourself to what it is that I do. I've created a whole section for people who come from the Hillman University trend, uh, that particular hashtag, so that they can get downloads, PDFs. I've created a syllabus, a really simple art class 101 crash course that is free. You do have to be a member. You can download it, you can use it for yourself. I also added the videos that I've created on TikTok so that people can have an undistracted, focused area where you really get to the meat and potatoes of what I do. And that is definitely something that I want to focus on. If you want to have quality, you want to also have that in a right quantity, if you want to divest into it, that's what you got to do. I'm going to see y'all on the Patreon or in the next video. Stay safe, be blessed. See you next time, people.